Okay, we're having another quiet weather day. Lean in close, lean in close. Chances for severe weather and flash flooding are possible across the central U.S. for Sunday and Monday. Heavy snow or the highest elevations of the Sierra Nevada mountains, the Great Basin, and the northern and central Rockies continue. Additionally, we still have fire weather concerns across the southwest U.S. and some of the central plains, just depending on your dryness level. East Coast, you are getting peed on in some areas. See above my big fat head for details. Lake states, you got a system too. Temperatures 60s and 70s for Washington, Oregon, and NorCal, and SoCal. In fact, the only 70s is by the Washington-Oregon border. Mountain states, you've got 40s and 30s up top, turning into 60s and 50s and 40s across the mountains and the southwest, and then 78 down by the Arizona-Mexico border, 86 by the New Mexico-Texas border. Plainsy Blues, we've got 50s and 40s for the Dakotas, 54 to 69, nice for Nebraska, 72 for Kansas, and 80s for Oklahoma, as well as 80s, high 80s, and up to the high 90s for Texas, right in the middle, and 91 at the tip. Midwesty Poos, it's warm, even up around the lakes, it's in the 60s, and right below them, the mid to high 70s, and then the 80s starts in Kentucky all the way down to the Gulf. East Coast, you're a bit cooler from New England down to the mid-Atlantic in the mid 50s to the low to mid 60s, and then it turns into the mid 70s for Outer Banks in North Carolina and West Virginia inland, and then the Southeast in general is in the 80s with 87 at the shaft, 85 at the tip. McMurdo Station on the Ross Sea in Antarctica sitting at negative 24 degrees with winds from the east at 8 miles per hour, giving them a real feel of negative 39 degrees. Puerto Rico, expecting a warm day across Puerto Rico today with a quieter start and increasing afternoon activity. The heat will be noticeable, especially in coastal and urban areas, and then later in the night, a slight increase in showers and isolated thunderstorms is expected, mainly across northern to northwest areas. Ponding of water is possible in poor drainage areas, and isolated lightning may occur. Additionally, dangerous rip currents are possible today with moderate conditions expected, especially along the northern and eastern beaches. Daytime high temperatures for Puerto Rico, 86-90 on the north coast, 84 in the east, 87 for the south, and 90 for the west, with 78 for the interior, and 87 to 88 for the U.S. Virgin Islands, except St. Croix and surrounding waters at 83. Alaska, getting peed on in just little bits here and there along the southern tier of the state and the coastlines especially, though most everybody else doing okay. And temperatures looking very nice and warm, 20, 23, 25 up on the Arctic Circle. The rest of the state seeing lots of high 30s into the mid to high 40s as well, especially there in the interior. Coastlines more in the 38, 39, 40 for the Aleutians, 45 to 47 near Anchorage, and 49 for the Panhandle. No watches, warnings, or advisories in effect at this time for Hawaii. Everything looking good. And daytime high temperatures in the high 70s and into the mid 80s with high 70s to low 80s for most areas. Seeing a lot of 77, 78. All right, everybody have a really good day. Thank you for bringing the cookies. I appreciate you. You get a gold star and a pat on the back. Okay, bye.